I highly recommend that if you wish to program your radios, to purchase the RT Systems cables. Yes, they cost more than the Chinese cables that you get for your radio. I mean, you know, this is like $30, maybe $25, $30, and the cheap cables are like $10. The reason why it's worth it is these RT Systems cables are 99.95% guaranteed to work. They don't use the prolific chipset, which has been highly counterfeited. Pretty much all of the cheap cables that you buy use the prolific chipset that's pirated, and basically when you plug it into your computer, Windows will check the internet and download the latest version of the driver, which will not work on the counterfeit cables. And then you have to go in and manually download the right version of the driver so it will work. But you have to make sure Windows doesn't override it with a Windows update. And in 10, they kind of really hidden the way to disable replacing that driver with an updated one. So the prolific chipset cables, they're a pain in the butt to use. It is definitely worth spending the extra money on an RT Systems cables. I actually have several of these. I have one for the 7900. I have one for the 2900, which is this green one here. And then I got one for the FT 60R handheld. And unfortunately, all the radios use different cables. These cables, you just look up the radio that you have on RT Systems website, and they'll say you get this cable, and certain cables will work on certain radios. Now, I do prefer the RT Systems software because it is much easier to use. I love the fact that you can copy and paste from Excel or internet, and it will come up with an import wizard, and you can say, okay, this field here matches with this field, and it's just a very easy way of importing. Now on Chirp, you do have a little thing where you can download from you know, websites like Repeater Guide and all the Repeater Book or whatever that's called. I don't know if RT Systems have this feature or not, but even then, it's so easy to import stuff, CSV files, or just copy and paste. It works really well. So another thing about the RT Systems software is you have to buy a version of it for each radio you have. So the one for the 7900 does not work for the 60R. So that's another factor that you have to consider if you want to use the RT Systems software on your radios. But as I had mentioned, Chirp does work on the 7900 and the 2900. I don't have the RT software for the 2900, but I do for the 79. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing some communications for the yearly Paddle Fest on the Ohio River. I've been stationed at the public landing on the Cincinnati side of the river, so there are several frequencies that I need to make sure that are in my radio. I believe I have all three of them, but I want to program a group so I could just a set so that I could just have it radio tuned to that and only have those frequencies. That way I can scan through all of them. So anyways, I have my programming cable here. Just plug this into my USB hub. Okay, and let's just start off the see now, Yaesu Programmer FT60 RT Systems. Communications, read, get data from radio. Instructions, insert cable into the speaker mic jack. I will do that. Press, hold the mono T call key when turning the radio on. I have no idea which key it actually is. Okay. Rotate to F8 clone. So I have it set to clone here. Press and release the forward key, FW key. Oops. That stupid function. Okay. It's reading the data from the radio, so which means that I grabbed the right cable apparently. Let's open up my email here and just check to see what frequencies we will need for. Okay, so 146.79 PL123 is the primary channel with the net control. 147.03 is the backup channel 1, and the 67 O'Connor repeater is the secondary backup. So I have these frequencies in here. 4679, okay, that's this one. 4679. I have the wrong PL. It needs to be 123. And transfer power I have it set to high, that'll be fine for now. Let's put this in memory bank. Go bank 2. Bank 2 should be fine. So I want that one. That one. And save this, and let's program this onto the radio. Send to radio. Insert cable. Cable's already inserted. Monty T call. Button. Down to F8 clone. Okay. Okay, and press and release the Monty key to start the, and then click OK. And it's receiving the programming from the computer. Now you're like, George, you're using RT System software. That's Windows only. You're running on a Mac. Well, I also have Windows 10 Professional installed on this iMac. And it looks like the application is running natively. It's called coherence mode. The parallel software lets you run it. You can run it like a remote desktop, or you can run it in coherence mode, which basically makes it look like the application is running like a regular. Ah, shoot. It aired out. That's not good. Well, let's try that again. So as you can see, this is Windows 10 Professional Edition. Let's try that again. Alright. Now, hopefully it gets the programming before it times out. I've actually never had a timeout error on this before. I mean, it really shouldn't time out. It's communicating. Maybe I wasn't fast enough on getting it started. Almost done. Success. All right. Assigning memory bank recall. Okay, so if needed memory mode, I'm in memory mode. Band down button. Press and hold. Okay. Press and hold the band down key. Okay. And then rotate the knob. Okay, I'm successfully in that mode. So I have 6703 and 79. And 3 VQW test. These two repeaters are Kentucky repeaters, and then we have the Okayan repeater. And 3 VQW test. No, this radio is ready for tomorrow. Of course, the Okayan repeater, I'm line of sight of that repeater. I can hit that at 1/3 of a watt down in my basement. And 3 VQW test. Alright, I'm happy. My mission's over. Mission accomplished.